This is the brief on how to get bot lobbies in Fortnite. So, you want to know the trick for getting those super easy matches in Fortnite, right? Maybe you're grinding challenges, chasing easy wins, or honestly, just need a break from those super sweaty players. This is how you guarantee it. First off, what is a bot lobby? Well, it's basically a match packed with AI enemies. And they're pretty bad. Like, they barely build, can't really shoot straight, kind of wander around. It makes things way easier for knocking out challenges. You know, headshots, weapon damage, or just practicing your edits without getting instantly deleted. Or, hey, just have a chill game. Okay, second thing, and this is crucial, you absolutely gotta have a second account. And here's the kicker, it has to be totally fresh. Like level 1, 0 XP. See, Fortnite's matchmaking thinks, oh, a brand new player, and fills the lobby mostly with bots to give them an easy start. That's the secret sauce. Finally, here's the main step. You invite your main account to a party, but, and this is super important, you make that new level 1 account the party leader. Why? Because the game bases the match's difficulty on the leader. So that level 1 account locks in the easy lobby, but your main account still gets all the goodies. XP, rewards, everything. Just remember to keep that second account at level 1, okay? Don't level it up. So yeah, just use that low-level account as party leader, and boom, tough match becomes a chill farm fest.
Basically bypass that system entirely.
Yeah, we're going straight into the heart of this community-developed strategy for accessing what they call bot lobbies.
Right, bot lobbies.
The whole premise is pretty compelling. You have these dedicated, often highly skilled players who could win tough matches, but they choose instead to manipulate the system. Why? To face AI opponents. We've looked at a really comprehensive user-created guide. It's like a mechanical blueprint that spells out exactly how it's done.
Yeah, and our mission today isn't just to, define the term. We want to understand the real motivations behind it. Things like efficiency, practice, even just like psychological relief. And then we'll walk you through the very specific, step-by-step technical side of it.
How they actually pull it off.
Exactly. It's a fascinating study in system exploitation, really. And it all hinges on a single, kind of overlooked variable.
Okay, let's unpack this. If you're prepping for a meeting, catching up on this stuff, or just, insanely curious like us, here's the quick takeaway. The entire solution relies on creating a completely fresh, inexperienced player profile.
A brand new account.
Right. And then, this is the critical part, leveraging a major loophole in how the game handles parties, specifically who's in charge. Understand that interaction, and you basically understand the whole exploit.
That's pretty much it. By the end of this deep dive, you'll have a complete picture of how players get into these game lobbies filled mostly with AI enemies, not human opponents of similar skill, or often, way better skill.
So it guarantees a vastly different gameplay experience.
Totally different, night and day, really.
Okay, let's start with the baseline, the normal experience. Just for contrast, if you've played pretty much any modern online game, you know about skill-based matchmaking, right? SBM. SBMs. The game's system is constantly watching you. Your win rate, your KD ratio, how fast you build in Fortnite, all that stuff. And it uses that info to make sure you're always matched against rivals who are roughly at your level.
Yeah, it creates this, perfectly balanced competitive environment, which sounds good, but it can also be perpetually exhausting.
Right.
The typical high-level Fortnite match is often called sweaty. That's the term you hear all the time.
Sweaty, yeah.
And it means players are constantly pushing their skills to the absolute limit. They're building complex structures instantly. Their aim is incredible, split-second tactical decisions.
The margin for error is basically zero. If you hesitate for even a second deciding which way to run, boom, you're eliminated. Miss one shot and you lose the fight. It's high pressure. Demands constant focus.
Super exhausting. Which brings us perfectly to the counterpoint, the bot lobby. So we need a precise definition here. What is a bot lobby?
Lay it on us.
Okay. It's a game environment where the vast majority of the other 99 players in the match, often like 80 or even 90 of them, are AI, artificial intelligence programmed by the game developers themselves, not other people.
And the guide we looked at suggests you might still run into a few real, actual human players, but they're usually low-skill ones who just happen to queue up then.
Exactly. Your main opponents, the ones you're farming for kills or challenges, they're overwhelmingly computerized. And these AI opponents are immediately and honestly kind of hilariously different from human players.
How so? What are the giveaways?
Well, the defining characteristic, using the community's own blunt language, is that they are just terrible at the game.
Okay. Terrible how?
It's not just slightly bad, it's like mechanically inept. And it really shows up in 3 key areas that instantly tell you, okay, I'm in the easy mode now.
All right, what's the first one?
Building. Construction. Fortnite is fundamentally about building, right? Instant structures for defense, offense, movement.
It's the core mechanic, yeah.
Well, the bots, they barely build. That's your first huge flag.
Barely build. So what does that look like in practice?
Okay, so a skilled human player, when they get shot at, treats building like breathing. They can throw up a wall, ramp, floor, edit a window, the whole triple edit thing in like a fraction of a second.
Right, muscle memory.
The bot, on
Yeah.
the other hand, it might just stand still. Maybe it places a single wooden wall, often facing the wrong direction, or it tries to build a ramp and just sort of jumps around confusedly instead.
Okay, so that lack of defense completely changes the fight. It's not an architectural duel anymore, it's just a gunfight against a stationary target.
Pretty much. And that mechanical failure extends to their offense, too.
Bot opponents have notoriously poor aim.
Or aim. Yeah, the descriptions say they miss a lot of shots, even when you're right in front of them. They seem to struggle just tracking a target that's sprinting in a straight line. Often they're shooting wildly at the ground near your feet or, like, hitting the empty air where you were a second ago.
So definitely not dealing with deadly snipers or anything.
Not even close. You're facing an AI that seems to have trouble with basic targeting. And the third giveaway is their movement. They move kind of weird.
Weird how? Like jittery.
Sometimes, but mostly just unnatural. Predictable straight lines back and forth.
Yeah.
Erratic pathing that makes zero tactical sense. Getting stuck repeatedly on simple things like rocks or small hills.
I think I read something about that. Like a bot shooting at a spot where someone used to be like minutes ago, or just walking straight into the storm and dying.
Exactly, that kind of stuff. It completely lacks the intelligence, the adaptation, the sort of frantic energy of a real human player trying to survive.
Okay, so you put all that together. Minimal building, bad aim, weird movement.
The utility becomes immediately obvious, right? A bot lobby basically flips the game's difficulty switch from ultra-hardcore competitive down to target practice. It makes getting kills, practicing tricky maneuvers, and importantly, getting those victory royales, winning the match, significantly easier.
Way easier. No, it's easy to just dismiss this whole strategy as, players trying to pad their stats, just trying to artificially inflate their win counts or kill numbers.
Right, like it's just cheating the system for bragging rights.
But the motivations seem way more complex than that, based on what we read. We found like 3 specific, pretty distinct reasons why players do this. And it paints a picture of this being more of an optimization tool, not just some cheap trick. It's about efficiency, relief, and focused training.
That's a really good way to put it. For the really dedicated, high-engagement player, this strategy isn't just about getting one easy win. It's more about solving some of the systemic problems the game itself creates with its relentless focus on competition.
Okay, let's break down those pillars. What's the first one?
The first one is purely practical, purely utilitarian. It's about efficiency for progression. Fortnite is constantly rolling out new seasons, new battle passes.
Right, always something new to unlock.
And these things require you to complete hundreds of really specific, sometimes super tedious challenges to unlock cosmetics, skins, XP, all that stuff.
Yeah, those challenges can be brutal, like deal 500 damage with this specific weird weapon while you're sliding downhill backwards or something crazy.
Exactly. Or get 3 headshots in a single match using only the basic common tier gray pistol. Stuff like that.
Now, trying to do that in a high-level, sweaty lobby, forget about it. It's an exercise in pure frustration. You pull out that weak gray pistol, and the other player instantly eliminates you with a gold shotgun before you even line up a shot. Your time to experiment is basically 0.
Right. And the environment is just hostile to it. If you need to land at some specific, out-of-the-way spot on the map to find a particular item for a challenge, chances are another skilled player has the same idea, or they're rotating through, and you're instantly in a super intense fight just for trying to complete a quest objective.
Okay, but bots change that whole equation.
Right, completely. Bots stand still, they miss their shots, they let you actually do the thing the challenge asks for. If you need 500 damage with some unpopular weapon, you can literally just walk up to 5 different bots, shoot them until the bar fills up. Done. You knock out a task in maybe 5 minutes that could have taken you 2 hours of intense, frustrating failures in a real competitive match.
Wow, okay, so it basically short-circuits the grind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It transforms that painful grinding element, the whole process of trying and failing over and over in high-stakes matches, into just a quick, almost administrative task. It massively speeds up the player's ability to unlock everything they paid for in the Battle Pass. It maximizes their investment, both time and money.
Makes sense. Get what you paid for without the extreme hassle. All right, pillar number 2. This one feels, I don't know, more strategically interesting. This isn't about just getting rewards. It's using the bot lobby as a dedicated training simulator.
Yeah, this is a big one for serious players. It's not cheating to win. It's using the game environment itself for deliberate practice. High-level players absolutely need repeatable, low-pressure practice sessions to really hone those advanced mechanics.
Right.
But normal matches make that almost impossible.
Why impossible?
Because every single fight in a typical match is high stakes. If you want to practice some complex building maneuver or a new editing technique, you get maybe one chance before you're eliminated.
Ah, right. You mess up, you're dead, back to the lobby.
Exactly. You have to queue up again, wait for the bus, drop in, find loot. It's incredibly inefficient for actually learning something new or building muscle memory.
So what specific skills does the guide mention people practice in bot lobbies?
It specifically calls out 3 main areas: working on edits, improving overall aim, and practicing complex movement techniques.
Okay, let's define edits for anyone unfamiliar. That's a huge part of Fortnite's skill, isn't it?
Oh, massive. Editing is like the mechanical superpower of high-level Fortnite. It's the ability to instantly modify a structure you've already built, like changing a solid wall into a wall with a window, or turning a ramp into stairs, or opening up a cone roof. All mid-fight, incredibly fast.
And mastering that takes thousands of reps, right? Blindingly fast mouse clicks or controller inputs.
Absolutely. Now imagine trying to practice, say, advanced edit tunnels. These complex, enclosed pathways you build and edit through super quickly to move safely. In a real match, a human opponent would just hear you building and shoot you down immediately.
But against a bot.
Against a bot that barely builds and misses a lot of shots. You can spend 5 solid minutes just focusing purely on your mechanical speed, perfecting those rapid edit sequences, getting the timing down without any real threat of being interrupted or punished for practicing.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's a controlled environment. What about aim?
Same principle. You can dedicate an entire match just to using a specific weapon, like a sniper rifle. You can learn its bullet drop over distance, practice flick shots or quick scoping techniques. Knowing your target, the bot will often just stand still or move in a really predictable way. It gives you ample time to actually see where your shot went, adjust, and refine your muscle memory. It's true, deliberate practice.
Which is impossible when someone's simultaneously building a fortress around you and shooting back with perfect accuracy.
Exactly. In a real match, the goal is just survival, not careful repetition and refinement. Bot lobbies let you switch that focus.
All right, the third pillar. This one feels, well, maybe the most relatable, the psychological side of things.
Yeah, the sheer mental fatigue.
The constant demand of high-level SBMM just leads to intense player burnout. The guide literally says sometimes people just don't want to sweat every single game.
And it's true. The mental load of top-tier competitive gaming is immense. You have to maintain peak alertness, make split-second decisions constantly, resource management, where to rotate on the map, when to engage, when to disengage. It's mentally exhausting.
Yeah, I can see that. After a few hours of that intense focus, the game probably stops feeling like fun and starts feeling more like, well, like work.
Exactly. And the source material had that fantastic analogy for what high-level play feels like when you run into someone good. It talked about avoiding opponents who build a skyscraper in 2 seconds.
Haha, yeah, I love that. Paints a perfect picture.
It really does visualize the insane mechanical demands. A high-skill build battle isn't just a gunfight. It's like an architectural arms race happening in real time. Opponents instantly throw up structures that are 3, 4, 5 stories high, constantly layering defensive walls, ramps, ceilings.
You need instantaneous reflexes just to keep up, matching their complexity, building higher and higher.
Yeah, often resulting in these crazy complex towers that practically scrape the skybox, the in-game build limit.
And look, if you're just trying to unwind after a long day, maybe you're not always in the mood for an impromptu architectural engineering competition every time you see another player.
Precisely. So the bot lobby offers that escape. A way more relaxed experience, as the guide puts it. It's a necessary form of decompression for many players. You can just chill, enjoy the game's environment, maybe try out some new cosmetic items you unlocked, or even just go for high kill records without the constant stress of knowing that one tiny mistake, one moment of hesitation, means instant elimination by a highly skilled opponent.
So it's choosing comfort over constant competition, at least sometimes when you just need that break.
Exactly. It's managing your own engagement and avoiding burnout. Okay, so you've covered the what and the why. Now let's get into the how, the execution. And this strategy is very mechanical, very precise. It relies on exploiting a specific logic flaw within the game's own skill-based matchmaking algorithm.
Right. This isn't like an external cheat program or a hack, is it?
No, not at all. It's purely clever use of the game's internal rules. But there's one core requirement that dictates the entire process. It's simple, but absolutely mandatory.
What's that?
You need a second account, a supplementary account in addition to your main regular high-skill account. You need an anchor, as we called it earlier.
Okay. Got it.
So step one is creating this secondary profile. And the absolute key here is that this profile must be brand spanking new. It has to start at level 1 with no experience. 0 games played, 0 stats. That rock bottom level status is the foundation the whole thing is built on.
Okay, but why level 1 specifically? What's the magic there?
It's about exploiting a safety mechanism, really. Something built into the game probably to help genuine new players. Fortnite, like a lot of online games, assumes that any level 1 account belongs to a true beginner. Someone literally just picking up the control for the first time, maybe a kid.
Or maybe someone in a region with not many players online at that moment.
Possibly, yeah. The point is, the system wants to protect that absolute beginner from getting instantly destroyed by experienced players. Imagine a kid's very